What's going on, everybody? Zeekman here. We are 45 minutes north of Mexico City in the Teotihuacan ancient ruins here, and I have my guide here today with me, Mr. Alex.
Hi, nice to meet you guys.
And we're gonna have a great tour. We're gonna show you guys a lot of stuff today between the ruins, and we're gonna go to Alex's house in a little while, and we're gonna sample some chocolate and check out some other cool things. So hope you guys are coming along with us, and let's go.
Join us. Teotihuacan is the name of the culture, which is only one of many. There were more than 350 different tribes in American continent. Yeah, this is before Christ. Most of people think this is Aztec, this is Maya when they come for the first time. And one more time, this is Teotihuacan, which is not Aztec, which is not Mayan. It's only one from many. They were in the new continent, in American continent. Yeah, for people they settle here. They spent 350 years building the city of Teotihuacan that we know by carbon dating. And they were passing the generation to generation because they were teaching about counting, about measuring, about engineering, about architecture, philosophy. Because the average life back then was short life, okay? They don't live longer. So they have to pass it to the next generations to keep doing exactly the same. So the first engineers and architects, they settled here, they knew what to do, and they had a model about the structure of the city, but they knew even they're not gonna see it finished. Yeah, that's why they trust their next generations. So today we're gonna walk by the Avenue of the Dead, and we're going to see the schools where they were teaching the students. They were coming to this place. This is Teotihuacan. It's a religious city. Yeah, inside 7 kilometers square. Only religious people lives inside. Common people lives outside, by the mountains, by the caves, yeah, but they were allowed to come inside once a week, just to pray for the temples, because there is more than 60 temples that we're going to see in this area, and we can see the structure of each temple. Left side we see 2 of them, right side we see another 2, but right in front there is a few more. Yeah, so the structure is by volcanic rock, lava, because of the volcano behind it. That's a volcano that erupted like 7,000 years ago, that we know by volcanologists. So when they settled, this was dormant, and that's why they live here. They lived here 1,000 years, but they spent 350 years. Teotihuacan.
All right.
How many people lives here? 175,000 people lives at Teotihuacan back then. In this city, one of the biggest city by population and the structure of American continent before Christ. You see this giant plaza. They use it for people, so the priests live behind it. That's where apartments of priests and government lives. So they were dancing, they were praying, they were killing too, to offer to the gods, their gods. And everything was happening in the platform, right in the middle, right in the stage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody was allowed to come in and see and enjoy the festivities and pray for their gods and be part of the celebration, ceremonies, and festivities of Teotihuacan.
Isso é muito legal, é pedra vulcânica. Ó, aqui, sabe o que é esse buraco?
We're going to the platform,
Nice.
the stage, for dancing, for praying, for killing, human sacrifices, animal sacrifices. 83. Okay. When I say people measure by arms, everybody complains. And they say, Alejandro, everybody has different arms. And I ask, where are you guys from? and they say from US. So I have to ask, how you guys measure in US? And they answer feet. So wait a minute, everybody has different feet too.
Yeah.
When I say body parts, that's because in US you guys measure by feet, because King George from England, before the 13 colonies settled to the US, you have to follow the standard. So Egyptians, they were using elbows. Greek, they were using hands. We read the Bible in Genesis, but Noah built the ship. He mentioned cubics, 45 centimeters. So our ancestors in American continent, they were using arms to measure. That's why the wall which is passed by is exactly the same size as the one you see behind it. And the one you see on the right is exactly the same size as the one you see on the left, because every side match, yeah? And what we have is a perfect square like this. If every wall is the same, then we have a square. They knew the geometry and the circle. Every angle is 90 degrees. Every corner you see is 90. Yeah? Even in this one, this is a platform. Every corner is 90 degrees. 90 degrees like this. But also, if we do like that, that's a circle. So this is a circle. Okay, square and then circle. But also we cut it in half. This is 45 degrees. And this is triangles. Yeah? So we have a square, we have a circle, we have a triangle, and we have 45. Where do we see 45? 45 degree angle slope is right in front. Every single temple we see, the little ones, the big ones, they have 45 degree angle slope perfectly. Yeah? So the priests that were doing the ceremonies, the rituals in this platform, they have to take the offerings and climb up to the temples and leave it there. I'm gonna tell you what's the difference between pyramid and temple. Pyramid is like this, triangle. You can find it in any dictionary, and it says triangle used to bury the pharaohs as a tomb, yeah, like Cheops, like Ephraim, Meserino, the main ones. Temples, when we look temple in a dictionary, it's gonna say it's a place to worship someone, yeah. So we don't have pyramids, we have temples. That's something we know academically. Because these temples, they have stairs. In the pyramid, you don't find any stair, yeah? Right here, you have stairs to climb it and leave the offerings on top. As the statue we saw on the entrance, there were statues, little statues on the top of each temple, representing a god or goddess of something. Nature, flowers, Mother Earth, moon, sun, anything. So, this is something we call sacred geometry. Yeah? Because they know the rectangles, they know the square, they know the circle, they know the triangles. Yeah? So this is sacred geometry. But also, we have symmetry. We have 4 temples on the right. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. So there is also 4 temples on the left. 4 temples. So they are lined up together. This is what I'm trying to tell you. They are lined up together. Same size, same level, same stairs. So geometry, symmetry, counting, I'm measuring. I'm gonna show you the counting system. The counting system, this is number 1. 1 before this. 1 beat is number 1, 2 beats is number 2, 3 beats is number 3, 4 beats is number 4, and 5, this is 5. But you have a line, this line is going to be 5. You have a line plus 1, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10. You want 8, just do it like this. So this is number 8. You want 7, this is number 7. You understand?
Yeah.
So you put another line, this is going to be
10.
10 plus 2, 12.
12.
13, 14, huh? One more line, so this is 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and then 20. Or people count by 20s. Every 20, including Mayans. But before they started counting, they were using 0. On the left side, this is a 0. It's a very symbolic of Mexico. It's a conch shell. A conch shell, yeah? And it's something we eat with hot chocolate. It's called cocolito. Cocolito or acocoli in our language, yeah? So they knew pretty much the counting system, the measuring system in geometry and symmetry. Because they were teaching to the next generations to keep it and preserve it, yeah? And that's why everything we're going to see today make sense. Yeah, it will use our logic, but also it will use our imagination.
Sure.
Because everything here used to be painted flat and smooth, shiny, full of colors. This was a plaza. Everybody was coming in. I always said, whoever you believe, whoever it is you got us, is sitting up in the sky, holding a host and irrigating the planet. Yeah, so that's what our people know and thought they were used to irrigate the planet. And they worship the rain god as the snake. The snake before Christ was symbol of the agriculture. And we can still see the color, the red one, the white one. This temple especially, they had 7 colors. And this was excavated before 19. And besides to it is another one.
So these were royal houses over here?
Yeah. And you see the stairs? It gives the color.
Yeah.
And plaster.
And then over here on this side was...
Same thing.
Same thing.
There's houses. We're going there, corner. Here. So those complexes, they had toilets, apartments, little courtyards, recreation, but also they had kitchens to cook. And obviously they had slavery, like people to help, service, to cook, to clean, to the royal people. That's like India, like Mongolian yards, and a stage in front, and 3 temples. This is the structure: kitchens, showers, bathrooms. Or communal bathrooms they use to share it. And the third one is in Puebla. Yeah. I'm going to take a shortcut to see closer to the sun. In 2013, excavations by Alejandro also, they found babies in the corners as offerings to the sun god.
Oh, wow.
Plaza. Every big temple, which is the snake temple, this is the sun temple, has their own plaza and a platform, the stage for dancing, for praying, ritual ceremonies, festivities. Yeah, so this is where the people congregate. This is the way the temples used to look like before. That's why the Spaniards didn't see them. Yeah, they were covered with dirt. And thanks to that, over the independence of Mexico, this place, we rescued the place because this place was covered with dirt all over. They look like mounds, like mountains. The excavation begins 1884, 1886 by the archaeologists Leopoldo Batres, Manuel Gamio, and by Porfirio Diaz. So how long they took to build the temples of the city? We already mentioned 350 years for the whole city, but also we know how long it took for each temple. For the Sun Temple, they took about 150 years. 150 years because the carbon dating of the clay, the rock, and pigments, they tell us the age. So the archaeologists dug underground and they took a piece of clay and they knew this is started 100 BC. And finally, they took another piece of clay from the top, and they dated, and they knew from the bottom to the top, they took 150 years to build this giant monument, which is the second largest of the world after Cheops Pyramid. These are my friends, the vendors, they are here. It's 350 now, they're switching everything. There is also Frida. I have one at home, Frida, you know. You touch the quality. This is pretty good quality.
So Alex is gonna go move the car because this place is massive. So where we came in and where we're gonna exit are in two different spots. But this place is amazing. I can't even. I bet that the video or the pictures don't even give it justice on how extremely huge this place is. But it is really a special place here in Mexico that if you're ever in Mexico City, you should definitely come and check out. So I got some free time to walk, and I'm gonna see if we can maybe interview some people or just get some other cool shots. So I'll see you in a little bit.
Hola.
Hola.
Buen precio, amigo.
So I just bought a mask. How do I look? Nice little Mexican mask. He's selling, what is
The jaguar, the eagle.
Jaguar.
Listen. That one is the eagle.
Whoa.
And the price
That's pretty amazing.
price is too cheap.
Yeah. Too cheap?
Really. Only 20.
Yeah. I'm okay. No gracias.
Look the sense only. And they have a turquoise, they have a quartz.
So as you can see, there's a lot of vendors here. This mask I got was like $2. See, they got all kinds of like
Obsidian.
a lot of obsidian.
Yeah.
Yeah. They keep trying to sell me a knife.
Cheaper.
I mean, they're really nice.
I give you a good
Yeah.
price.
Bueno.
Okay. Welcome back.
Oh, rain stick. Rain stick.
Cómpramelo.
Good price, eh?
Well, look at this. This is a Mayan calendar.
No, Aztec.
Aztec calendar. I keep saying Mayan. Aztec. Azteco. Beautiful.
What?
Oh, wow, check that out. Wow. Gracias.
Buen precio, caballero.
Mo-
Aceptamos tarjeta.
I'm okay. I've been wanting to get a mask like this one anyway, so it's pretty cool.
Hola, amigo. I got it.
Hola.
Obsidian, quartz, necklace, bracelet. Almost free.
And everything is almost free. So. All of this area, these platforms seem to be a little more well put together. They're not as crumbly or falling down. I'll ask Alex about that when we meet back up.
Y el otro día nomás vino para que nos hiciera, para ver qué estábamos con dónde, pero yo ni le hice caso.
¿Quién?
La esta.
Ah, sí.
Hasta vino que a pedir qué.
Limestone. It's a rectangular base. And there's 13 temples surrounding the main plaza around. Every temple is lined up together by symmetry and geometry. We just take a look at this one on the left. It's exactly the same size as the one on the right, like the first one we saw. So it's 13. Why 13? 13 is the 13 full moons that we have around the year. This is something that people knew and worship the goddess of moon and the calendar, lunar calendar. That's why. So every 28 days is a full moon. How often or how many? 13. 13 by 28, that's 364. 364. We're missing that. The day we're missing comes during 26th of July. July 26th. And we do a big festivity. I have videos in here to show you what we do. It's called Day Zero by lunar calendar. And that's the platform of the moon to dance, to pray, to make the offerings, rituals, ceremonies, festivities. Is right there. And these little temples, they were having houses on the top, and they were holding statues in the inside to worship. And the moon is a rectangular base, the sun is a square base. This means like female, and that's male. That's similar. This is the moon and the sun, lunar calendar, solar calendar. That's what we have in this place. So from here, from this point, you can see why your people choose this place to live for 1,000 years. And because this is flat land, valley of Teotihuacan, and this is 3% slope that way, north, which is higher, south is lower. And that's why every time it rains, the water flows through the city. And they have a bathroom, they have showers.
All right, so this concludes this video here at the Teotihuacan ancient ruins here 45 minutes north of Mexico City. I'll see you guys soon. On the next video, we're going to be going to Alex's house, and you're going to see some of his personal things going on. So see you guys later. Thanks a lot.